Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, here we go.
When planning the road to success, there are a few steps to keep in mind. Identifying and solving the cause, facing and embracing change, goal setting, and being accountable. We'll talk about this today on Sustainable Success with Chris Salem. New and healthier habits lead to prosperity in all areas of your life and business. Now, here's your host, Chris Salem.
Well, welcome everybody. Hope everyone is having a great week. This has been a fabulous month of July. Hope the same for you. Again, we are excited to be here at the Voice America Business Channel now since the end of April. We hope if you are new to Sustainable Success that you found us not only here at the Voice America Business Channel, but also on Apple at Apple Podcast Sustainable Success, and also our Facebook page at Sustainable Success 2017. There we have many of our great guests sharing their words of wisdom and insights to help move your business and personal success to the next level. Today's show is being brought to you today by the Christian Business Alliance. And if you are a Christian in business and you have to know about the launch of the Christian Business Alliance taking place July 25th in Phoenix, Arizona, the Christian Business Alliance is like a Christian B&I group or a Christian Chamber of Commerce. And its mission is to connect, equip, and empower Christian business owners and professionals with fellowship, networking, training, and prayer, while helping you to connect to do more business with other believers. Best of all, they have created a unique business financial model to create more funding for churches, charities, missions, and missionaries. So go to the CBA.org. That's the CBA.org to register for the free launch party. You can either join the launch that will be held at the Compass Christian Church in Phoenix, Arizona on July 25th, or you could join virtually on Zoom. The plan is to launch over 100 chapters over the next 100 days, and they're looking for leaders who will lead a small group to help local Christians connect, fellowship, and grow their businesses together. Again, check them out at thecba.org and register now. And even if you can't join the launch event, at least you can be on the mailing list and learn more about other opportunities to get involved and get connected and get going in your business in the Christian way. With that being said, we're going to be talking about soft leadership, a new direction to leadership. We are here with Professor M.S. Rao. He's a Ph.D. He has been on our show before. He is the father of soft leadership and the founder of MSR Leadership Consultants in India. He is an international leadership guru with over 42 years of experience and the author of 52 books, including the award-winning See the Light in You. You'll have the URL and all that information in the show notes. He's also the C-suite advisor and global keynote speaker. He brings a strategic eye and long-term range vision, given his multifaceted professional experience, including military, teaching, training, research, consultancy, and philosophy. He is passionate about serving and making a difference in the lives of others, and he's a regular contributor to Entrepreneur Magazine. He trains a new generation of leaders through leadership education and publications. His vision is to build 1 million students as global leaders by 2030. Well, I can keep going on, but there'll be more information on how you can learn more about his articles, his content, and more or less how you can get your hands on his book, See the Light in You, here later. And without further ado, we welcome Professor M.S. Rao to the show. Professor Rao, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good by the grace of God. And I thank you from the core of my heart for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And I'd like to share with you about my challenge. I was blessed to be alive of the brain stroke in the year 2021. I survived because of my positive psychology, because of the power of subconscious mind, and because of the healthy habits that I acquired from Indian Air Force. I'm a late bloomer with OCD, Dyslexic, and ADHD. Add to that, the brain stroke has worsened my health. And I have mental challenges, physical challenges, and financial challenges. I'm 60 years old. I was born in a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. Despite all the challenges, I rose like a phoenix. And once again, I thank Chris for giving me this wonderful opportunity. This is the second time he interviewed me, and I have a great association with Chris for a decade.
Yes.
This is about me, and this is about Christopher. Mr. Paswan will hold the conversation.
Yes. Well, with that being said, Professor Rea, we've known each other for 10 years, and you've done so many great things over your career. And, this concept of soft leadership is so important more than ever in the environment that we all live in today. Can you provide people that are listening to the show now here live and those that will be listening later on demand, what is soft leadership?
Yeah, Soft Leadership is the book which has been published recently. And this book titled Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership is a latest book in on my menu. And this book I have dedicated to Peter Drucker, the father of modern management and the father of modern marketing. Uh, uh, Peter Drucker has written a foreword for this book, and the father of modern HR, Dan Aldrich, has helped me to create 11 C's for this book, and I am known as the father of soft leadership globally. This is briefly about my book, and the soft leadership is a new direction to leadership, and I have coined this new leadership perspective because for more than 10 years, I was looking for some triggers how to go about. And some of the students and some of the executives at the middle level, at the senior level, and also at the entry level, said that there was a gap for new leadership style because there were so many leadership styles like servant leadership, or then again autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire. So like that, there are so many leadership styles. Then I thought, why not to do research about this new leadership perspective? Then I have coined it as soft leadership, and why I wrote. Why I took interest about this soft leadership is that I earned my PhD soft skills in 2011, and I'm from a military background because leadership is very close to my heart. Then soft leadership, soft skills I have done research 3 to 4 years. Then I blended leadership soft skills, and I have coined it as soft leadership. This is a brief introduction about soft leadership. And this soft leadership has got 11 C's. Some of them include uh, character, consent, communication, conviction. Like the 11 C's that collectively constitute soft leadership. The soft leadership helps organizations achieve excellence and effectiveness. The soft leadership helps countries achieve peace and prosperity. This soft leadership is useful for all generations, whether they are baby boomers or Generation X, Generation Y, or Generation Z. They have to adopt this leadership style, and especially it's more relevant for millennials and centennials. And it's about partnership. It's not like leaders and subordinates. It is soft leadership means it is like partners towards uh, progress. That's briefly about soft leadership.
Got it. Where do you feel like with soft leadership in today's world? I mean, we're seeing a shift in our culture where, a lot of baby boomers and, are moving out of the workplace and maybe out of leadership roles. And, Gen X are kind of getting up there, so you got these, the millennials and the Gen Z that are going to be the new leaders of our businesses, our governments, our churches, our anything where there is leadership. Where do you feel soft leadership applies, in those with this new guard coming up? And what are some of the things that it can really do to help us as a society, as in business and so on? If you could share some insights.
Yeah, this soft leadership is relevant for all generations. It's not that it's applicable only for baby boomers. It is applicable for Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z. It's more required for generation. I would like to call them as millennials and centennials. Centennials means the youngest generation who are tech savvy and who are smart and brilliant. And this is the latest generation. They mean business. They are task oriented. These are the this is the area I'm applying in the recent past because there's bright future ahead for centennials because the future lies for centennials. Of course, millennials are also doing their best, but ultimately the touch has to be passed to the next generation, that is especially centennials. And when I look at baby boomers, they have several challenges. Sometimes this baby boomers can't get along with other generations. So I have written a book, How to Create a Generational Compatibility among baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z. Like that, I created a compatibility for all generations. But the current challenge with baby boomers is that they find it very difficult to get along with other generations. This is a major challenge. But again, the plus point is that the strength is that the baby boomers are very much experienced, so they should enlighten other generations, especially millennials and generations, millennials and centennials. So this is the scenario from the perspective of baby boomers. So when you look at Generation X, so this Generation X are sandwiched between again baby boomers and Generation Y. Generation Y means millennials. So from every generation has comes with certain challenges, some unique challenges. So what we have to strive is that we should build a compatibility, chemistry among various generations, so that we can achieve work-life balance and we can achieve productivity and we can achieve peace and prosperity if it is for nations and if it is for organizations. We have to strive for excellence and effectiveness. This is briefly about various generations. This is about soft leadership.
Got it. Oh, that's great. Well, I know we're going to be heading into a break here in about less than a minute, and I really enjoyed what you shared about first defining what soft leadership is and kind of like the shift that it's making, in our society, overall. And I really, when we come back after the break, I know you're going to be sharing some more insights about this direction and how some of the things it could do to benefit, our businesses and our general way of life. And I know you got a lot of insights here, but I know we got to go to break, but when we come right back, we got more to come in this particular area. Again, we are going to be talking, about, again, soft leadership and why this is so important in our world. And so we got more to come here with Professor M.S. Rayo, Soft Leadership, a New Direction in Leadership. And we'll be right back after the break.
Okay, good. We're all clear. Back in about 2.
All right. So we're on a commercial break. So for the second segment, when they kick us back in, do you want me to talk what in terms of soft leadership? Where's the best thing you want me to lead you with a question?
Soft skills we can talk about.
What is that again?
Soft skills.
Oh, soft skills. Got it. Yep, you got it. I can do that. And yeah, so we're recording this, so we'll make sure that that again, you can use this for different little sound bites. All right, let's see here. Probably got one. We got a little less than a minute, Dr. Ray, or Professor Rayo, before we go live. And if you look at the chat box, that's where Matt will keep in the timer. Like he'll count down 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, then a minute and 30 seconds to our next break. And then when we go close out the show. All right, let's see how much time we have. Matt, how much time we have?
We are coming back in about 35 seconds.
Okay, got it. All right. All right, Professor Ray, we're going to come back here shortly, and I'll just kind of segue in, and I'll ask you about soft skills. Here we go. All set, Matt? Yep, here we go.
Yep, all right, sending the feed over. Here we go.
Business Network.
You are listening to Sustainable Success with Chris Salem. Call into our program today at 1-866-472-5790. Again, that's 1-866-472-5790. Or send an email to Chris at christophersalem.com. Now, back to Sustainable Success.
Well, welcome back. If you are just joining us, we're talking about soft leadership, a new direction to leadership. You're going to be getting some more information about this particular area. Also, where you can get your hands on the book, See the Light in You, from Dr. Professor M.S. Rayo, Ph.D., who is known as the father of soft leadership and the founder of the MSR Leadership Consultants in India. So, Dr. or Professor Rayo, when we talk about, soft leadership, it always requires that we bring a certain level of skills to that. So you're going to be talking about soft skills. And I love that area because I think this is an area that is so important. Can you define for the audience what soft skills are? And then also, what are some of those soft skills and why are they important to soft leadership?
Yeah, thank you for asking this wonderful question. It's very much relevant. I just talked about soft leadership. Now I will talk about soft skills. Soft skills are very much important. And irrespective of the area or industry or sector you are into, soft skills are relevant. They are very much important. And there is more importance for soft skills in the recent past. Let me briefly explain about soft skills. Soft skills are all about the skills and abilities related to personality, attitude, and behavior. This is the basic definition of soft skills. And I have researched for 3 to 4 years in soft skills, and I have published around 10 books in the area of soft skills. So this I am the authority on soft skills, and this is briefly about soft skills. And again, there are some myths about soft skills. People think soft skills are all about gender, or people are very soft, or it is about emotional intelligence, it is communication skills, like that, various terms we are using. The basic definition of soft skills are all about, these are the skills and abilities related to your personality, attitude, behavior. Attitude is the core of this soft skills. This is one thing. And there are so many myths globally. Then around 10 years back, ASTD, American Society of Training and Development, has published a research paper very long back, because when I conducted training programs about soft skills and people didn't like my views, then I started convincing and persuading people that these are about soft skills. Then ASTD, American Society of Training and Development, has it's an international authority. I think it took 12 years back it was published. Then I debunked myths about various things and created a research paper, and it's one of the books. And apart from that, some of the journals, including Emerald. They have published my articles and research papers on soft skills. This is briefly about my background about soft skills. And secondly, there are three levels of management: low level, low level management, middle management, and top level management. So when you go to the higher position, that means at the C level or a CEO level, you have to emphasize more of soft skills and less of hard skills. And when you are the lowest position, I mean the lowest level of management, you have to emphasize more of hard skills and less of soft skills. When you go to the middle level management, you need to have almost 50% of hard skills and 50% of soft skills. So this is the three areas we need to emphasize. And apart from soft skills, I would also talk about hard skills. Hard skills are all about what you say. Soft skills means how you say. And hard skills means what you say. So there should be a judicious blend of soft skills with hard skills, so that you can become a successful professional, you can become a successful leader. So let me share with you about this soft skills. This is a book I have dedicated to Dave Ulrich, who is known as the father of modern HR. And I have dedicated this book to Dave Ulrich and his wife Ph.D. and his family, because I like them very much, and he helped me many ways. And this Chester Elton has written forward for this book. He's also very prominent person, and he talks about attitude and gratitude. So this is about soft skills. So you need to blend soft skills with hard skills so that you can achieve success. And secondly, soft skills are very much required not only now, in the future. Now, people are often talking about machine learning, then artificial intelligence. So like that, so many things are talking. So I appreciate and respect, but apart from that, we need to emphasize more on soft skills. This is what I believe about the soft skills.
Wow, nice. I love you to share. And what are, I mean, in terms of soft skills, are these things that you advocate that these are things that we should be learning earlier rather than later? A lot of times, because it helps to set, and this is why I know you advocate and you're doing so many things with very young leaders, but even at an earlier age, so that it has a chance to kind of build a foundation.
Yeah, right. You rightly said. I'm passionate about the students, and I'm passionate about sharing my knowledge, and I'm passionate about this skills building and especially attitudes. These are all related to, again, soft skills. And you asked a question, what are all about soft skills? Soft skills means it's a collection of skills like communication skills, right? Emotional intelligence. All these things are like critical thinking. So these are all there are so many, the list is very lengthy. They fall under soft skills. But the core essence of soft skills are all about attitude building and how you communicate. And it all depends on how politely, how pleasingly you communicate with others. I've seen some film stars. They're very talented. Film stars or heroines or the people from any industry. Sometimes they fail. Why they fail? Because they don't know how to communicate. That's the problem. They have talent, they have potential, but still they fail. Why? Because they don't know how to communicate. Some people are having highly talented, but they can't articulate, they can't communicate. So what we have to emphasize, we should provide a kind of soft skills training for leaders, whether they are senior level, middle level, at the lower level, so that we can encourage leaders to communicate effectively. It's not that they have to become an orator or great speakers. Everybody can't become a great orator. Everybody can't become a great speaker. but they should have minimum qualities to communicate effectively with others. So I encourage not only seniors, youngsters, all people from all generations to emphasize on soft skills so that you can communicate effectively and you can get the things done pleasingly, politely, without hurting others.
I love it. Love what you shared there, and so important. What would be some other things you could share, Professor Rayo, in terms of when it comes to soft leadership? We got the skills, and these are skills that are better taught earlier rather than later, but nonetheless are foundational in helping to really elevate our level of leadership to another level. What are some other things or processes or attributes or things that you recommend that leaders that are aspiring to do more, what else could they do to develop their soft leadership capabilities?
We should encourage the leaders. As I said, especially the senior level leaders, they should encourage middle level and lower level leaders to get trained by people. So we should encourage soft skills training. Even I conduct soft skills training programs for students, and also conducted for some of the corporate companies also have conducted. So we should encourage these soft skills so that it improves the organizational bottom lines. That's one thing, because sometimes what happens, these employees they don't know how to gel well with others. They don't get along with others. So we should encourage employees to get along with others. So that is possible again when we can encourage soft skills training for employees. So when you have employability skills, the soft skills, what happens? There won't be too much of hiring, and there won't be much of firing. So employees will be able to understand, empathize with others, and they keep moving in the right direction. And this because sometimes we talk about bad bosses, whether senior leaders or junior leaders. We should also encourage even senior leaders to empathize with others, because empathy is very much required. Empathy is one of the ingredients of soft skills. So you have to empathize. So when you empathize, what happens? You step into the shoes of others, and you see things from others' perspective, and you keep moving in the right direction. This is how we have to move about in life, not only for organizations, even for countries. Countries also, sometimes they fight unnecessarily. It doesn't make any sense. Sometimes now we talk about cage fight. Somebody talk between Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. So these things are happening. So what we have to encourage all these leaders, stop all this cage fight and get along with other leaders. This is required. Again, this is the area I emphasize. That's for Elon Musk or for Mark Zuckerberg. When you look at Mark Zuckerberg, he doesn't know how to communicate effectively, but he's a leader and is a Meta CEO and is very powerful. But of course, I came to know that he got a training about soft skills. He got training of how to speak in public. So all those things he's learning. And also I came to know that he's doing some, Mark Zuckerberg is doing some martial arts also. Okay, this is the area for this Mark Zuckerberg. Again, when we talk about Elon Musk, even he doesn't know how to communicate effectively. So again, it's everything boils down to soft skills. So when you lead with soft skills, what happens? You get other entrepreneurs, other leaders, whether it's for organizations or for individuals, we should encourage soft skills so that we can avoid rift, we can avoid friction. So this is how we do it. This is for among the entrepreneurs. Then again, when we talk about the nations, this soft leadership helps achieve peace and prosperity. Because sometimes this countries they fight among themselves. Again, what we have to do is we should encourage soft leadership. But some leaders are very hard. That I differentiated between soft leadership and hard leadership. Hard leadership is the people who are autocratic mindset, and soft leadership means that the people are people oriented and people orientation. Whereas hard leaders means they are more of task orientation. So this is the difference between hard leaders and soft leaders. So ultimately, we have to emphasize the soft leadership rather than hard leaders. Of course, there are some leaders. If you look at Trump, is a tough leader. Then again, if you look at Elon Musk, he's an autocratic leader. If you look at Steve Jobs, he was an autocratic leader. So people are having different temperaments. So overall, because the world is changing so fast, so we need to change with the changing times and technologies. We have to reinvent because what worked in the past doesn't work now. What works now may not work in the future. So we
Yeah.
need to we have to change the changing times and technology, whether it's for leaders or for the nations. Uh, this is what briefly I can share about all these leaders and also about the countries.
Wow. Well, we got a couple minutes left into the next break. Anything you'd like to summarize, Professor Rayo, about what you discussed about soft skills and other, areas that really help to develop a leader through this protocol or concept?
I talked about this. There are three areas I'm very strong. First is leadership, second education, third mindfulness. Mindfulness we have discussed in the previous episode. So we'll talk about education. Education is the area I like very much. So we can talk about my vision 2030, 1 million global leaders, because I'm passionate about this leadership. My main areas are leadership, education, and mindfulness. I don't know where I will go to the next level, but currently I have three
Yeah, we could talk about
areas.
that in the next segment. Sure.
Yeah, we will talk about education and vision 2030, the next episode, in the next break.
All right, great. Well, thank you for summarizing that. And just to, for listeners that are listening, again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can either reach out directly to Professor Rayo on LinkedIn. Also, he's all over the internet, so you could also find him there. He'll be providing his contact information also here later on the show. And we highly encourage you to really look into soft leadership. We really get your hands on his book and really start to begin to see how this can make a change, not only in your business, but also your personal life, the families you lead, the family, in terms of your immediate family and in your other parts of your family. These are just great concepts that can move you to the next level. We got to go to break, everybody. When we come right back, we got more to come in this particular area, talking about soft leadership, a new direction to leadership, and we'll be right back after the break.
All right, perfect. Good job, guys. We're all clear. Back in 2.
All right, great. And then this will be our last segment, Dr. Ray. Any kind of what would be a question you want me to ask you to kind of lead in?
We'll talk about my vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. It's about education and
So your vision, you want to talk about your vision?
Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. I can talk about my education and my vision 2030. Yeah.
Okay, got it. We can definitely do that. And all right, so I just wanted to make sure if I have to say anything for my sponsor. We'll just hold on one second. Okay. All right. Got it. Got that. Okay. Let me just see. I think we'll probably have another minute to go. And we're going to go right till about a minute before the top of the hour. That's when the show will end. So I'll leave you 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes before then to let people know where to find you, what you're up to, anything like you offer. And it gives me 30 seconds to close out the show.
So I'm available on all social media platforms.
Yeah.
Especially,
We're going to cover that when we get to that towards the end of the show. You can let people know where to find you. Yep.
yeah.
All right. Let me just see how much time we have. Matt, time?
We are coming back in 20 seconds.
Okay, got it. All right. So we're going to come back in and then I'll lead you in from there. Professor Ray, go from there.
Vision 2030, education.
Yep.
Business Network.
You are listening to Sustainable Success with Chris Salem. Call into our program today at 1-866-472-5790. Again, that's 1-866-472-5790. Or send an email to Chris at ChristopherSalem.com. Now, back to Sustainable Success.
Well, welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're talking about soft leadership, a new direction to leadership. Again, this is a lot of great insights and golden nuggets that Professor Mesrao has shared here. We highly encourage you to listen to this show in its entirety here later today at the Voice America Business Channel. And that's, again, on soft leadership, a new direction to leadership. Professor Rao, I know you've written like 52 plus books. You have just an extensive, impressive resume in terms of your education. I know you have a vision to educate so many people in this particular area, amongst other things. Can you share a little bit more about your vision to enlighten and inspire future leaders to step up using soft leadership in a way to move our planet forward?
Thank you for this wonderful question. And this area is very close to my heart. Why? Because I'm passionate about education and learning. I'm passionate about students. I set up Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. It's a non-profit one, and I have trained more than 50,000 students free of cost. By conducting seminars across India. So I conducted, but after the COVID, things have changed, and education has become online. And I had a brain stroke, and I collapsed 2 years back. Of course, I survived because of my positive psychology. So if things fall into place, then again I'll restart my journey of building 1 million students as global leaders. And Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders is a book which I have authored some around 5 years ago. This book received a foreword from Dr. Kiran Bedi, the first woman IPS officer from India, and I have dedicated this book to former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, because I admire Dr. APJ Kalam very much, and the students are very close to me, and I also love my students. And so this is how the journey has started. Despite all the challenges, I'm gradually recovering, and I am in the process of building 1 million students as global leaders by 2030. This is a very prestigious project, which was disturbed for 2 years, especially because of my brain stroke. And after COVID, things have changed. Now I started sharing my knowledge online. I don't think it may be possible for me to go to deliver seminars across the India. So I started sharing my knowledge. Right now I have 4 blogs. Vision 2030, 1 billion global leaders, where knowledge is wealth, knowledge grows when shared. Professor M.S. Rao, born for the student. These are the 4 blogs I am having. All blogs are basically for sharing my knowledge. I give knowledge free of cost with the world. I don't charge any money. I still belong to a lower middle class family with so many challenges, but still I am passionate about education and learning. And why I started this Vision 2030 1 million global series that I didn't have any, I don't have any mentor, I don't have any coach. So I thought I should groom my students as global leaders. That was the thought I got it because I was a college dropout and I was not blessed with a regular education. At the age of 18, I joined Indian Air Force and I acquired all the qualifications through private education. That means I was going to far distant places by going by bicycle when I was serving in the Indian Air Force, and I I I was in the lowest rank as a corporal in the Indian Air Force. But despite all the challenges, despite not having regular education, I acquired seven qualifications right now. They are DME, BSc, MA, MBA, PGDCLL, PGDBM. And seventh qualification is PhD in the year 2011. Now I have a ambition to pursue my postdoctoral course in leadership, but it didn't come out. I sent a request to Harvard for doing postdoctoral course, but it was turned down. It was rejected. I was shortlisted, but I was uh, I was not selected to do postdoctoral course in leadership. So many challenges, so many things, but still I am persistent by nature, and I'm passionate. I'm patient. So these are
Uh,
the things right now I'm having. Hopefully, I'll be getting back to the track and I'll be able to restart my journey of building 1 million students as global leaders by 2030.
got it. Wow, it's so exciting stuff that you got moving on here in this particular area. Anything like, for people that are just, they're getting some new insight to soft leadership, soft skills. And is there any recommendation you could share with somebody to put them into a better state of mind to absorb everything that you talked about? What is that state of mind that people could adopt to be more absorbing of this information to make those changes?
See, I have a couple of messages. So you have to be very passionate about what you are doing. Be creative and connect the dots and lead from the front, add value, and make a difference in the lives of others. Apart from that, identify the important challenges that are close to your heart and address the challenges uh, to add value and make a difference in the lives of others. Because you are gifted with a limited span on this beautiful planet. So you must use your time in such a way that you add value and make a difference in the lives of others. This is what the core message I would like to share with everyone. Because after the brain stroke, I realized that life is fragile. Anything can happen at any time. I would have been dead some 2 years back, but I survived because of my willpower and by the grace of God. So don't take everything for granted. Learn continuously, keep adding value, and keep making a difference in the lives of others. Don't expect anything returns in life. Be not a taker. But at the same time, we are human beings. We need money to survive. Okay, so money is a must. But at the same time, we must also emphasize the things. When you look at Peter Drucker, I admire him a lot. And I have dedicated my book, Soft Leadership, a New Direction Leadership, that I have dedicated to Peter Drucker. I admire him a lot. What he felt was that he was charging money for profits, and he was not charging any money. That is, he was doing both consultancy and other things, and he was also doing things on non-profit. So he balanced everything, the profits and non-profits. So similarly, what I am doing, if I get any opportunities from corporates, I get money. That's one thing. At the same time, I don't charge any money for students because I want to groom 1 million students as global leaders by 2030. So everyone has their own priorities, philosophy. Uh, my philosophy mostly is about adding value and shaping students as great leaders. At the same time, I need to strive to get money so that I can sustain myself. This is my philosophy right now. Hopefully things will materialize. At the finally, I would like to say that I have only two goals in my life. One is I want to win a Nobel Prize in the future, and the second thing is I want to become the president of India. So these are the
Love it.
goals I am having. Hope God will give me the strength and courage uh, to do something for the people of my country and also to the entire world.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I mean, you've written 52 books, and
Yeah.
is there another one on its way?
So let me share with you. Actually, I authored 60 books. I authored 60. Only 52 have been published. But still, eight books are still pending. But I can't type because for more than 2 years, I can't type with my right hand.
Got it.
So once my right hand is my right hand is paralyzed, there is no sense to my right hand. So I am typing slowly with my left hand. So once I get back to the feet, get back to the track, once I can overcome my numbness, I want to write a memoir first. I want to share my challenges, how I was betrayed by my own relatives, family members, everything I would like to share. And also I would like to share my brainstorm. It's the memoir, because some people, they are writing memoirs. If you look at Barack Obama, he wrote a memoir. So people are writing memoirs. So it's good because we can share our challenges and share with the knowledge, and also we inspire others, and also we can share to the next generation of leaders. And also I'm also planning for getting on a documentary about my life, but right now
Wow.
I don't have any resources. If I get any resources, I will get a documentary about my life because I am already 60. I don't know how many years I will live. In case if I get any opportunities, I will definitely get a,
Yes, please let us know.
if any sponsors are coming forward, then I'll get a documentary and I'll share my challenges, troubles with the world. This is what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
So,
Well,
so many
Professor
things.
Rayo,
So many. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
oh no, I was going to say, because we're getting near the end of the show, and I want to firstly thank you for all the wisdom, all your experience, sharing insight into this particular area, enlightening us on soft leadership. If you could spend the next minute just letting people know, how can they get a hold of you? What are you up to, and anything that you like to offer the audience?
I have 4 blogs and I share my knowledge free. One. Second thing, I am available on social media platforms, especially on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very close to my heart. It's a professional network. You and I are connected, and many top people are there in my connections. Okay, so I am also available little bit in other areas, but mainly I am focusing on LinkedIn, and my books are available on across the world. All that they have to do is that my name is, you type my name as Professor M.S. Rao, M.S.R.A.O. If you Google my name as Professor M.S. Rao, you will find my books on Amazon. You can purchase my books. That's one. And I give my knowledge free on various social media platforms. So that's how I keep doing it.
Got it. Well, this has been great. Thank you so much for, being here with us, today. I know it's late where you are, being live on this show, and just so much information. And again, we thank you. We highly encourage everybody here to reach out to Professor Rayo. Again, reach out to him on LinkedIn, reach out, on Amazon, and get a hold of any of his books, especially the more recent one. But he's got so many books, so definitely there'll be something to resonate with you. And again, Professor Rayo, thank you so much for your time today.
Let me share with you, and I'm grateful to Chris for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I'm grateful to him because he's so busy, but despite being busy, he's so kind, and that he gave me one more opportunity to be interviewed. So I'm always grateful to Christopher for
Yep.
giving me this opportunity, and express my gratitude. And I'm very happy with him. And also your questions are very important, and the conversation is very lively and very
Yep.
interesting. And you asked all open-ended questions, not closed-ended questions. So you have added a lot of value. I hope your listeners will
No,
also
it's
enjoy.
great. Thank you so much.
Your listeners will also enjoy it.
Yep.
And overall, I express my gratitude to
Yep. No,
Mr.
thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank you again. And listeners, we want to thank you each and every week here, the Sustainable Success Way. Again, come back next Thursday here at Voice American Business Channel. And again, feel free to reach out to Professor Rayo and get in contact with him. And we'll see you next Thursday. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.